Slight change in proceedings today. It's a double cup special. Welcome to Beyond Blue Brazil. Welcome in. Last time we played our first Champions League qualifier. We're going to try and finish it today. We're away to Sporting, and then we're going to follow that up with Premier Sports Cup second round tie against Dunfermline from the Championship. We only played one game from last time, and that was Dundee. We beat them 4-1. Pedrinho scored one from distance and a header in the box. If you're letting a small midfielder like Pedrinho score a header, you got serious defensive problems. And that was kind of the story of the game. Velasco got two chances at a shot, one coming off the post, and then he knocked in a rebound. And Gordon Johnson with a bit of an easy header after the keeper had come out, punched it up in the air. It got knocked on to Gordon Johnson. He just headed it in a free net. Dundee look like they're potentially in for a rough ride if they're going to defend like that all season. So obviously our season got off to a poor start with the game that we don't even count. So technically we're undefeated if we go by my rules. And that win puts us up to 7th. It's still early days, so nothing really to get excited about. Dundee United have lost both their opening games. Now, we obviously took a key man from them. I didn't expect them to have that kind of drop-off, but at the same time, yeah, I think they might be in for a rough one. Transfer-wise, we did have a little bit of activity. Jack Harper has left the club. He's off to join Castellon. 250k, believe it or not. I think that's not bad. I know that it's now given us a much higher value, potentially, of his player value, but obviously it could be lower. I think that's a good bit of business. The fact we've managed to get $250,000 back for a lad who joined us for free and is not at the required level, I would take that. And I did. We're actually 4-2 up in this tie. So we just have to avoid by losing by 2 goals and we're through. Easier said than done, I would imagine. Now, best possible team we can. Keenan Bates in goal. Pedrinho left wing back. Paul Byrne right wing back. Dervisevic and Kamara as the centre backs. We got Queeley as the defensive midfielder and Ham as the regista. So typically I normally say the defensive midfielder roles. They still are, but one of them is absolutely not defensive. He's going to be looking to spray that ball and create... basically he's the playmaker in the team now, like outright. He was before, but he was defensive, so he sat quite deep. He'll be on the edge of the area at points, looking to just play that killer ball. Scott continues as a box-to-box midfielder, all green as the attacking midfielder, and we'll have Johnson and Velasco up top. Now, advance forward has been giving me some trouble after we're a couple of weeks removed from the last winter update. I just wonder if it's worth changing that. He is scoring for me so far, so I wonder if it's maybe not the role. We'll keep an eye on it, but that role has completely abandoned me in on our saves, so we'll see. I could go poacher. I just feel like with his physicals, you want him to play as an advanced forward, to be honest. I mean, equally would be good as a poacher. Possibly even better. I think we'll leave him as advanced forward until maybe he does start to struggle. Now, admittedly, he didn't do very well against Celtic, but he obviously scored a hat-trick in the first leg of this tie, so if he gets a hat-trick today here, he's basically our favourite striker of all time we've had. And that includes Luke Mahadi, who absolutely carried us the first couple of seasons. Heavy match load, that does worry me, but nonetheless, we go into this fairly confident, I would say. As soon as I've said that, I now regret saying it, so we'll see how I feel at the end of these 90 minutes. Make a difference, make a bloody difference. Let's go. It'd be nice to get through to the group stage. I think winning this doesn't get us to the group stage, but obviously the end goal is obvious. If we can get group stage, we are suddenly looking at a chunk of money. Oh, nice little back heel, lays it off to Allgreen. Now Burn out on the right hand side. He's going to have to pull this back. Finds Queeley. That's a pass. Oh, it's a bad pass. I thought for a second it was going a bit more straight and it was going to land just over the top of the defender and Gordon Johnson was going to be in, but it just curled off to the left. I would assume he was actually aiming for the left wing back, but who knows. We give up the ball anyway, and Fred is in on goal. He takes around the keeper, and they've scored already. Oh, he scored already. That is not what we wanted to see. Really easy. Really easy for them to get in. And Kamara normally would put his body on the line. He just couldn't catch up with him. Pretty poor start for us. I think we'll go balanced. The rest will keep the same. Just need to be a little more defensive. Now, hopefully, we've got goals in us. Now, away goals don't matter. But goals absolutely do. And that has put us under a lot of pressure. I'm going to encourage the team here around about the half-hour mark. I probably look really concerned right now, and I am. Velasco, great ball. Johnson. Ooh. I've got to say, I really like Velasco so far. This is not what we want. Mudryk. They've hit the bar. Centre-back gets it clear. Falls right back to Mudryk. Oh, he's played that to Velasco. Has Velasco got the ability to get this away from me? He doesn't. But it's our throw-in right before the half. Not a great half for us. We grew into the game. But yeah, Queeley actually not playing very well. I guess that's because he gave the ball away for that opening goal. I'm going to say we can take charge of this match. Tell them to make the difference. And, yeah, I'll keep an eye on Queeley. Maybe take on Dane Murray if he's on the bench. He is. I'm making the call. Taking on Dane Murray. He's been reliable these last couple of seasons. And what we need is a reliable defensive mid right now. Not one who's going to play that awkward long ball out to the wing back. Pedrinho now. Pedrinho's kind of like a cult favourite of ours. He's done bits. He's often injured, but when we get going, Velasco, what a finish. Oh my word. I converted him to a deep line forward. I get the credit for that. Oh my god. Look at this goal. All green. Takes a touch. Johnson, first time touch. And Velasco from a different postcode. That was lovely. Whoa. I'm definitely taking credit for that. I'm sorry. That one's mine. We brought in this winger midfielder and I've gone, he's a deep line forward now. He looks really good as a deep line forward as well. He also takes all of our set pieces. That's not a pen. I was away to say. Great tackle there. Ham. Scott plays forward. Velasco again. He can lay it off to Allgreen. Get back to Velasco. He's gone for Johnson. Oh, it's a great save. I'm not blaming Johnson there. Question marks still hang over the advance forward, but I think that's just a really good save. Good bit of play. Velasco going to cross this one in. They get it clear. Scott picks it up. He's got Velasco there. He's pulls it back. Ham. Kamara. Velasco again. We're going to take Byrne off and we're going to bring on Perry. And we'll take off Scott and we'll take on Aaron Lawrence. And we'll swap Aaron Lawrence in all green round. With that. I hate that it does that. Oh, header from Gordon Johnson, saved by the keeper. I mean, this is good for us. We're happy for this to finish like this. And we're through. That's lovely. Fred scored early, put a little bit of pressure on us. But Velasco with one of the most beautiful long distance. It was almost like, rather than it being an absolute like smash of a goal, it was almost like he placed it from distance. It's almost like he opened his foot up and he was just like, I can see it. And he just put it exactly where the keeper couldn't get to. It was lovely. We get a little bit of money. It's not much. And we've drawn Dynamo Kiev. So Kiev did see off Rennes. So that will be interesting. And we'll play away for the first leg. It's all about if we can make Champions League group stage. Things get very spicy for the old Cowdenbeath. Very spicy indeed. Philippe Niva has been granted a work permit. This was a player I'm in for. He can play left back, right back, and bit of centre back. He is 6'3". He's been given his work permit. He's championship standard player, so we need to develop him a little bit. But we're getting him for like 85k, which is I think a bit of a steal for a utility man. 21 years old. We bring him in, another Brazilian. Yeah, I don't think he's bad. I don't think he's that bad. Needs a bit of work, but can certainly come in at centre back and do. Or I think he's kind of underrated. I think those attributes look really decent. Right, really decent. Okay, he's maybe not first team material, but if we can improve his physicals. He's also a model citizen, which I didn't even clock. I'm going to get him working as a wing back attack because that will improve a lot of the things we need him to improve on, and will also improve his balance, because agility and balance, because he's young enough. Dives in attacks, runs with ball rarely, refrains from taking long shots. I mean, none of that's awful. Ask Pedrinho to welcome him to the club. I think that's a good pickup. I really do. So we definitely will be rotating for the Dunfermline game here, because we literally play Dynamo Kiev right after this game. Like right after, like 2-3 days tops. Right, Aitor Mansador has been given his work permit. This is the other centre-back. We're actually spending a bit of cash on this guy. I like him though. Just looks solid across the board. Also, you may notice 6'5", lovely. 20 years old. I think that is a good deal for us. He does have a release clause of 8.5 million, but again, for what we need him for this season, that's a good sign. And he probably plays in the Dunfermline game straight away. I'm not gonna lie. He can also play defensive midfield, which is that could be useful as well. And work on his aerial. We've had a very busy window, but I think a pretty good one. We are going to give Slicker the game here against Dunfermline. Ooh, our big issue is going to be left back. Bola is not fit to return. Pedrinho needs to be rested. I'm going to go Burn. Okay, so I've just had my first I'm really dumb moment of the season. I was setting out the team, and then I was like, oh, where's that new centre back? Oh, he's down in the under 21s. I left this guy in the under 21s as well. The new left wing back I brought in, so he plays against Dunfermline as well. If I had not spotted him there, we wouldn't have seen him all season. So we're actually going to go with the two new centre backs against Dunfermline here. So rotating lineup for Dunfermline game in the Premier Sports Cup second round. Slicker in goal, Musial, just guessing these names. Cesari, let's go Cesari at left back, Mansador and Nieva centre back, Perry at right wing back, Murray's defensive mid. We're going to stick with Hams the Regista, and my feeling is if we are in a good place, we just sub him out, and that's fine. I might even put Joe Chalmers on the bench just to maybe bring him on. Waldson is the box-to-box midfielder, Pedrinho is the centre midfield attack. Johan Berger gets his first start, and Kryzan alongside him as the deep line forward. This team should be good enough to take on Dunfermline, I feel. And by take them on, I mean beat them. Make a bloody difference. Come on, boys. Feels like it's been a while since we played Dunfermline, so this is an interesting one. I'd like to see how Johan Berger gets on. Hopefully we can get off to a quick start. Right, interception off the back. Kryzan pops it forward. Johan looking like he was going to try and run around the outside of the centre-back, but centre-back does well, get the ball under control. Now we are away from home, so we do have to be careful. We are playing positive, but even against Dunfermline, depending on how they start, we need to be able to adapt. That's going to be a tap-in. Oh, wow, what? Even though they're a division lower, that miss was quite shocking. Set piece time for us. Wing back, throws it to Waldson. Back, Cesari. Oh, that's a lovely goal. That's really nice cross from Cesari on his debut. Gets an assist, puts it across to his compatriot. Pedrinho in the middle. Brazil to Brazil. Lovely. Oh, it was three Brazilians linking up there. We are obviously the whole joke is the whole Blue Brazil thing. I've ended up with more Brazilians than I thought we ever would have at this point. What we're really looking forward to is we'd like to win the league. We want to be the top team in Scotland. Taking Blue Brazil there would be great. Doing something in Europe would be fantastic. We want to develop some players, so the investment into the youth team and stuff like that, it has to come soon. That was silly. Playing out from the back there, very risky. We give the ball over. Dunfermline almost score one from distance. Tapera puts this in. Good header away. I think that was Ham underneath it. Falls to Dinan. Coming forward on the right hand side. Whips it across. Ooh, decent header. Now, Slicker followed it, but he didn't. It looked like last minute he thought like, oh, that's actually going in. He dove to cover it, but should have just maybe come and grabbed it. There he does. He comes out and grabs that one confidently. Beautiful. He's kicking this one long. Oh, Johan Berger's in. Oh, I like his swept back here. Oh, and I like his finish. Johan Berger on his first start for the club. Nets one. And I hesitate to say, but I think that this is the most excited I've been about a front line at Cowdenbeath in some time. We were very excited when Stephen Ross joined. He delivered that season, but he lots of goals early, and then there was very little output from him. Gordon Johnson, very excited about him. And then Velasco, I mean, he's quickly become my favourite. And then Johan Berger there, a really nice finish. We almost definitely will take Ham off at halftime, so hopefully Ham can play against Dynamo Kiev. Cesari just passes it to the opposition. That seems to be a favourite of FM, this match engine. Really odd. I don't know why there isn't a setup for a throw-in in your own half, because it just ignores... It just doesn't make you do anything sensible. Just gives the ball away. Good block. They almost scored a really simple goal from a mistake from us. An unforced error. Take that halftime 2-0 up. We've been good. I will then tell Martin to come off and we will put Joe Chalmers on, because who doesn't want to see Joe Chalmers play? Joe Chalmers, an absolute Cowdenbeath legend at this point. Good header away from the wing back. Waldson doesn't really get close to picking that one up. We could maybe go... Well, that is some goal by Dunfermline. I'm actually shocked how good that was. Look at this back heel. Evan pumps it in. Takes it. What a back heel. And yeah, you can't blame the keeper for that. That's a lovely finish. Great bit of play from Dunfermline. They've come out the second half firing. We're going to go balanced and we're going to encourage. Ryzan's not playing great. I could pull him if I had. I've only got Gordon Johnson on the bench. I don't really want to bring him on. Chalmers. Oh, on his debut, Philippe Nieva scores a header. Chalmers with the assist. I mean, you just don't lose that. You don't lose that quality. Nah, the days where 30-year-olds are done in FM is gone. Chalmers, what is he, 33, 34? He's still got that delivery. Lovely. I do actually want to take Kryzan off, but I don't have anyone, so... Ideally, we get through the rest of this match without touching our bench at all. Waldson, great ball through Pedrinho. Can he kill it? He can. 4-1. Beautiful bit of play. Straight up the guts. Just a well-timed pass. Good weight to it. Just sweeps in the far corner. I feel bad for Dunfermline. We should be a team that teams now look at the draw and go, oh, we don't want them. You know, that's the end goal. We want to be one of those teams that everyone goes, wow, if we could just avoid them, we go a couple of rounds deeper. And that's across every competition. Is where we want to be. Oh, lovely header by Berger. Kryzan's in and he does score. That's a really nice assist from Johan Berger. Maybe I was wrong about advance forward. Maybe I'm just being... Maybe it's just because my R saves are... I've started to... The advance forward starting to give me trouble. Maybe it's completely fabricated. It's maybe just wide systems. This narrow system, this Brazilian box is still ripping. Even though we should be ripping Dunfermline, we're just playing some good football. McGill puts out Mitchell. Mitchell pulls it back. McGill. Hamilton now, he's going to shoot that from distance, but it goes over. Slicker probably had it about covered. Like I said, Slicker conceded here. Who doesn't concede that goal? Dunfermline scored an absolute brilliant bit of play. We win 5-1, 14 shots, 10 on target, and we scored half of them. That's beautiful. Really good performance. Nice work, lads. We can get a couple of good draws in this competition and just allow us to rotate like that more often than not. We're through the quarterfinals, so that's good. Adriano, another 2 goals for him. He has started the season very well. Still in all competitions. Next video will bring you both trips, both Dynamo Kiev games. So we'll play away and then we'll play them at home. So hopefully this is a big one. This is a big episode for us. Can we make the Champions League group stage? If you've enjoyed the video, if you're enjoying the series, do hit that like button. Comment below. What do we think of the new signings? How do we think the squad looks compared to last season? Who's your favourite new signing? It's got to be Velasco for a couple of people, right? We've got to have some Velasco fans out there. Join me next time we once again go Beyond Blue Brazil.